Hello, my name is Robin Nicole, and among the many things that I do as an intuitive artist, author, and trans-channeler of the EK Honia Collective, I also serve as a hypnosis practitioner. Lately, I've had many clients come to me seeking insight and understanding about their role in the new Earth Golden Age timeline. They are preparing themselves for what appears to be an upcoming global shift in consciousness. Many feel called to help bring this new reality forward, knowing that it is up to us to co-create the future together. While I don't claim to have all the answers, especially as multiple timelines seem to be intersecting, I feel called to share these sessions with you. My intention is that by tuning into them, you may feel into what resonates for you personally and be inspired to begin taking steps toward building the new Earth communities. It only takes one person to start a change, but it takes many to bring a vision into reality. That is why I'm sharing these progressive sessions with you today. Yes, we are curious about what is to come, but ultimately, these sessions are meant to bring comfort and offer perspective about what might lie ahead. Today's client in particular came to me having already received intuitive guidance through meditation and inner journeying. She believes she might be one of those who remain to help on Earth, to help rebuild and support new communities after the shift. However, she carried a deep reluctance to fully step into her role. Her concerns centered around her family, especially her adult sons, and what might happen to them if they choose not to awaken or move forward. She feared they might perish or be left behind, and she didn't know what that would mean for her connection to them. Before each session, I follow a sacred preparatory process. I go to the river to crystal gaze for each client, seeking visual messages in the water that reflect what they need help working through. I place a selection of crystals into the flowing water and take a photograph. Back at the computer, I study the image and listen for what it wants to reveal. This becomes a tool to guide the creation of a custom hypnosis script aligned with the client's unique soul path. For this client, the image was vivid and multi-layered. I have included the image for you to look at. At first glance, I noticed the image was filled with light language, possibly starseed codes. And as I looked deeper, several powerful symbols emerged. There was a large, long crystal stretched across the top, resembling a baseball bat striking what initially appeared to be a snowball. Beneath that snowball, in the lower right corner, was a horse in mid-gallop, symbolic of movement and power. In the center, next to the snowball and under the large crystal, I saw the face of a brown bear, grounded and strong. From the bottom left, a light being figure seemed to be flying upward, reaching towards the snowball, which now also is taking on the shape of a sheep. Another light being or guide reached down from the top right, its presence spanning the entire image. And inside the large crystal, I saw a rat pushing an obelisk, much like the Washington Monument, into a clouded, foggy mess. The base of the obelisk appeared broken, and in the tip of the crystal I saw remnants of a pyramid with an eye watching over it. And finally, the entire scene seemed to be precariously balanced at the edge of a massive waterfall, as if it could all topple over at any moment. But what the image showed me most clearly was that my client truly needed at a soul level. So what I do is I take all of the images that I see, and then I kind of decipher what they all mean, and what are the spiritual meanings of these things, and After figuring all of that out, which I'm not going to do here because I have it all in depth for the client, I'm just going to give you a recap of what I learned from the crystals. So they gave me a validation of her fears without feeding them, especially those related to survival, loss, and dispowerment. A sense of choice, assurance that she has agency in whether she remains on Earth during the transition or shifts into a parallel timeline. It also gave me a practical and spiritual guidance on how to prepare for what's to come, including thriving, not just surviving, in a minimalist or off-grid living, and a reframing of simplicity, not as a loss, but as something sacred and deeply aligned with the new paradigm. Energetic detachment from karmic entanglements, especially with those who represent the old paradigm of power control, or fear-based relationships. The insights helped me shape a hypnosis session that spoke directly to her inner conflict and potential. By meeting her where she was emotionally and spiritually, we were able to begin clearing old attachments and planting the seeds of trust in her unique role within the new Earth vision. During this session, my client, whom I am deeply grateful to for allowing me to share her journey with all of you today, had a profound experience. She found herself in the future, living within a new Earth community. Together, we were able to move through the timeline of how this reality came to be, the steps she took, the choices she made, and the role she played in building this new world. Specific dates were mentioned during the session. However, I have chosen not to include them here. It is not important to focus on when things happen, but rather on the message that came through, a message of hope and peace. Most significantly, the session revealed that through it all, no one was left behind. Every soul will be exactly where they need to be in divine timing, should this mass global shift in consciousness occur. Before we begin, I want to gently remind you that what you're about to hear is one person's unique experience during a deep hypnosis session. This session reflects her personal perceptions, guidance, and insights, and may or may not align with your own beliefs, spiritual framework, or expectations. The visions, beings, and timelines mentioned are symbolic and subjective. Any reference to future events or specific dates should not be interpreted as definitive predictions, but rather as multidimensional impressions filtered through one soul's perspective. Time in this context is not linear. It flows in cycles, layers, and energetic currents that transcend over everyday understanding of past, present, and future. Most importantly, we each carry different roles and paths within the greater shift of consciousness now taking place on Earth. No single session can fully represent the vast complexity of what's unfolding. While some may connect with galactic guides or cosmic councils, others, like myself, believe our power lies in choosing to awaken and evolve through our own inner guidance and direct experience. Please listen with discernment. Focus on the common threads of love, unity, and personal power empowerment. Don't worry if some aspects feel unfamiliar or out of alignment with your journey. Trust that your role in this transformation is just as essential and sacred as anyone else's. With that said, sit back, relax, and join me as I walk you through this extraordinary session. I'll be reading both parts, the questions I asked and the responses that came through from her higher self. After induction, I helped take the client to a new Earth timeline. As I began to start asking questions to help the client unpack what she was seeing, the whole session was a back and forth conversation with me asking questions and the client answering. I will be reading both parts. So here we go. Where are you now? It looks like green fields. Just green like a golf course, but not. Just green hills. I don't see any trees, just green. There's nobody around, just rolling hills of green. A creek. Water. A gentle creek. I don't see anyone around, just me. It's very quiet here. I don't see anyone around, just me. And when you look down, what do you notice about your body, your clothes? Do you look different? My toes, they look white, very pale. So long, my toes. I have it's like a flowing gown. It's long, looks like it's just like a robe. It fits loosely. I feel taller, real tall, so tall. What is your name? Alina. Where are you? Do you know where you are? I'm in the countryside. Another country. I want to say Ireland. All I see is just green rolling hills. The land is quite expansive. It's just beautiful. Kelly green grass. Is there anybody else there with you? No, just me, just looking at the land. Is Alina your spiritual name? I believe so. Do you feel like you look like yourself, or do you look like another person? I look different. I'm taller, a little thinner. My hair's longer, but it's still me. Does your body feel like it's got more light in it? Yes. My hair color is a grayish white. I have something on my head, like a band in the middle, a piece of head jewelry, and it comes down my forehead in the shape of a triangle. It's pretty. And you look a little bit deeper and see if it's a certain type of crystal in it. And she says it's a gemstone. What color is it? Blue, a pretty blue. How do you feel in your body? Yes, I feel very airy and light in this body. I'm going to ask, how did you get here in this beautiful place? Go with your first knowing. Just transported it, just like I was always there. You don't remember flying in a plane or anything like that? No, I don't. I never really liked flying, the uncertainty, the cracks of the plane. No, I was transported. Could somebody help you get some kind of guide or something happening to help you get transported to... Okay, I'm reading this as... Okay, so it's not making sense to me. Could somebody help you get some kind of guide or something? Did something happen to help you get transported to this place? My guides are telling me a technology. What kind of technology? She says I have to giggle because it's like Star Trek. Beam me up, Scotty. So after I heard this, I asked her, was there an event that happened to cause you to beam up into this technology? Was there a global event that took place? And we were instantly moved to when this happened. And she answered, chaos, things not right in the world, systems crumbling, unjust people scared. I'm trying to keep them calm. Are you scared? I knew what was happening. I was trying to keep them calm. It was hard to watch because I feel so much in my heart. And what did you do to help others? I told them it was all right, just go inside. Inside what? Their homes. I feel in my heart to trust. I'm getting a little sad. Okay, can you tell me about your children, your two boys? What happens to them during this time? They go on a ship. Do they go with you on the ship? No. And then during this time, she's very emotional during this part because she's basically saying goodbye to her kids. So, do you have to talk them into going on the ship? Yes, I tell them I'm sorry, but it is best for them to go. I told them I love them and I will see them again soon. So, were they going on the ship to be recalibrated? Yes, and my partner goes with them. And what about your sisters and the rest of your family? My sister Cindy, she stays with me here on the earth. My mom passed before the shift. Does the shift event make you feel scared? I just had uneasiness before the shift. I felt uneasiness and sadness before the shift. But now you've been given a glimpse and you know that everybody's going to be okay. Yes. Does that make you feel a little bit more prepared and more settled about the whole thing? I believe so. Yes. I feel with my heart that, but that's very sensitive. Okay. Now that you know that everything is okay and there's no one left behind, let's go back to this place where you were before, which I believe is the new earth. Can we ask your guides if this is the new earth? Yes. Can you show us what happened with you personally after you helped the others? And when she did the beam me up Scotty thing, once that was over with, where did she go? Did she stay on the ship for a while or did she stay on the earth? And she answered, she all of a sudden starts answering like she is like coming from her higher self or something. That's why I stopped asking her in the I sense. It moved over to someone was giving her the information and it said she went to a ship. Okay, and what happened on the ship? They helped her. They helped her recalibrate. How long did she stay on the ship for? A little bit, not too long of a calibration. And her sister Cindy, does she go on the same ship with her and recalibrate? She came with me and another sister. Which one was that? Gina, my younger sister, my baby sister. So now it kind of turns back to her telling me. And so all the three of you went together? Yes. And what do you do on the ship? Learning, adjusting, getting to know how things work, helping, teaching, comforting for what happened. Okay, are there other beings on the ship that aren't human? Yes, I see them as Pleiadians, but they look like humans. Yeah, they're not human, not like the different beings on Star Trek. Some beings on there are fun to see. No, these are normal. They all look like you? Very much so. Are they just a little bit taller? Yes, they're beautiful. And so I'm imagining, since you described yourself that your toes looked white and they were a little bit longer and everything seemed to be taller during this time of recalibration, I'm assuming that they are shifting your body to be able to withstand the higher vibrational energies of the earth. Is that correct? Yes. There are some advantages to this, I believe. Do you feel like all slim and beautiful? Yeah. No more glasses. I wore glasses. So what are they getting you prepared to do? What are you going to be doing when it's time to go back to the earth? Helping humanity. How are you going to help? Nurturing the people, nurturing, healing. I see a community of people helping, gardening. The client starts to channel from her higher self that she has known this. She's heard about this, things about this preparing. Can you tell me how are they growing food? Are they doing something different than what we do now? Mounds, like above the ground, hydroponic growing processes. They grow the food in community, each people having skills, some having better skills of planting seeds, vegetables, fruits, and there's no meat. Are there animals around? Yes, but we don't have to eat them. Oh, very good. Do they live more kind of off light and you don't really have to eat? Right. But you can eat if you want, like you can have a salad or something? Yeah. We could almost kind of manifest our food to Alina knows this form. It's like to Telos people. It's like the Telos people. Yes, the beings from Telos, inner earth. And I was kind of like, okay, now all of a sudden she's talking about Alina again. And is this Alina? Is that what they've named you now? Or is your guide from Telos? Or could this be a part of your soul fragment that's from Telos? Because I'm trying to figure out who this Alina is and if it's her or what. And she says, I believe so. Alina comes from the city of Telos and they watch over me because I've called on them when I've done meditations. I know a lot of things from Adama. I've been preparing. I've read. Then the client gets very excited because she now gets to meet them in the physical form. During her life on the old earth, she could never go to Mount Shasta and see, and she speaks about how happy she is here with them now. I give her some time with them and then proceed to ask more questions. Can they show you what your house looks like and what the community kind of looks like as far as buildings? I'm seeing crystal domes like an igloo, but clear. Is this on the inner earth? No, I believe it's outer earth, the new communities. They've shown us, they've been guiding us and helping us. They're helping us. Is it taking time to readjust with your new body and being on the new earth? It's been about 3 years since the whole shift. It's taking time, but we're adjusting. They're so much helpful. They're right with us. And she keeps explaining that these Telos beings are right there working with them, showing them new materials on how to build, showing them how to grow food in different ways. And then I kind of say to her, does this feel surreal? Yes. They're very loving, definitely loving, very loving. Oh, happiness. So beautiful. I can almost cry. They love and support me. What has changed about how the people live and work and love in this place? No more hustle bustle. No more worrying about having no food and no place to go. Taxes, no more. All one, everyone helping one another. No more sadness, lighter body. No more illness. Community, helping one another. Family. Skies are blue, no more chemtrails. The trees, you can feel the trees. We're not really speaking by mouth, more like telepathy. And then I ask, how do you navigate moving around? Like, do you use cars still, or how does that go? Do you use the Beam Me Up Scotty method? How do you How do you do that? Like, how do you move around? No cars, no more cars. That was useless in that time. You just move with your body. You float and you could be, you think it, where you want to go, and you're there. Are you locked into staying in the new earth, or can you move? Can you move to other worlds to visit, like going on vacation somewhere? Yes, I could travel, but right now I'm enjoying where I am. Okay, let's move a little bit more forward in time, and let's move you to 20 years from the time that you actually moved to the new earth. Let me know what's going on and what does it look like. Now I see myself on a ship, a craft. What are you doing on the ship? Just kind of walking around, observing, looking through the glass and the stars, the planet. It's blue. I don't know if I'm observing Earth. Why have you moved into the ship? To help. What are you helping? There's a new wave. More already. Is it a new wave of people going to go to the Earth? Yes, I believe so. Have you been taken to the ship with your sons and your family have gone to? I don't see them, but I know they're taken care of. I have a role. What is your role? To help bring the new ones to the earth. I'm a teacher. What are you teaching them? Being in their hearts, guiding them. A simple role, but important. Do you like doing this role, this job? Yes, but I learned I like to do different things, so I'm here for a little bit to do this, and then I move on to another. Like another ship, or another you go back to the earth for a little while. That's that too. I like to learn and do different things. Multitasking, multi-things. You would get bored doing the same things? Yes, as the client was in her life before, in the old earth, she likes to do different things. So, like, you liked when you were helping the setting up and organizing the new communities, but then you kind of might have gotten a little bored with that? Yes, I've done my job there now to do here. She says, I've done my job there now to do here multitasking. She just kept talking about multitasking. Do you do this with your other friends? She gives a few names of people she knows and her sister. She then states, my younger sister, I don't know where she's at. She's fine. Oh, she's up on the ship, I believe still. She then talks a bit about her loved ones as they are still on the ships. So what would you like to do now? Would you like to move forward? Would you like to go back and to figure out something else? What would you like to do? I would like to go back to the earth for a little bit. I then count her down and move her back to the earth, and we move 8 years back from her time on the ship, and she explains that all of the communities have been built, and it is a happy time. Some of the families have reunited, and they are celebrating, having a picnic. So much more peace. No need to work 9 to 5. That was dumb. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to see if Alina will come forward, or your higher self, and tell me when they're there. Alina's here and my higher self. Is Alina your higher self? She says no. Lois Lane is my higher self, and that's what I call her for fun. So this client has a lot of, she's funny, and it was really funny when she started saying Lois was there, Lois Lane, and I just kind of went along with it. It was kind of funny. So she just kind of had a name for her higher self. I greet her higher self and then ask if I could ask a few questions on behalf of my client. What she needs to hear. I want to know what she needs to hear about how to prepare herself for this shift that's going to be happening on the earth, so that she can feel calm and ready when the time comes, and know that her family is safe. Can you please tell her how to prepare herself between now and the time that the shift happens? And then I get a very long message. Okay, they keep going on. So she needs to take care of her, not to worry about others. We are on our we are all on our own paths. Focus on me to eat healthier as best as I can. She knows, and she's trying exercise. She's inventful. She likes studying new technology and new modalities. And she wants to do this new modality called a vibrational platform. It vibrates. You stand on it. It's a different way of exercise. To walk, get more in nature, go to the park, go somewhere. Or she can walk, meditate as she's been doing. Stay out of the drama. Focus more on her. She worries about her partner too much. She loves him and supports him, but he must do what he needs to do to take care of himself. And she knows this. They think differently. What is she supposed to do about her living arrangements while she waits for the shift to happen? And I ask this question because at the moment, she's wondering if she needs to move to a new place. And it says she may have to move from where she's at. Think about what does she want to manifest, and she is grateful. She will attract just a better, nicer place. She is grateful. She knows this, so she will be all right. So there's no need to worry in her mind? No. She knows if she's grateful and she feels it as she is, the law of the universe will give her what she wants. You see it, to believe it, to feel it. Her partner thinks differently and she tries to teach him. It's new to him. He doesn't see that. And that frustrates her, but she just must do what she needs to do. She needs to let it unfold. He will be taken care of. Financially, too. Systems are going to change. New systems in place. She will be fine. Her abilities, she's growing. Right now, she's listening to too many outlets, social media. She's getting a bit bored and needs to hold up, focus on certain people, and stay with them as she is comfortable. She does not. She needs to listen to her own inner guidance. She has everything just as she has she has everything just as she has everything. Just as we've told her. People have told her. Different seers she met at her job. You have everything you need to bake the cake, to bake that cake. Trust in your inner guidance. Her clairvoyant skills are building, they are growing. Trust them. You see images. She sees images. She giggles because she sees flashes. Sometimes she thinks, ah. Sometimes she doesn't know if she's truly channeling her loved ones. She is, and her guides. Jesus, Mother Mary, her grandma, her father, her starseed family. She has so many behind her. They are cheering her on. And she likes Amanda Ellis. She needs to tone down the other forms of social media. She doesn't. She's growing old with the watching the news and all of that. She just doesn't like what she sees and has to stop watching it. She sees things that are changing. You cannot watch certain shows on TV. It is pertinent. She needs to connect more with the nature. She loves the animals. She wants an animal or a pet. She wants a kitty cat. She has to make sure where she goes, they accept the kitty cats. As far as her job, she'll stay until the place no longer exists. She has freedom there and she meets a lot of people. Okay, so that was what they had for her. Can you tell us a little bit about the signs of what will be unfolding on the earth before the shift happens, before the ships come down to take people for recalibration if they need it, so that she can prepare and she can know it's getting closer. It's getting closer when different events happen. And they answer, it's already starting a little bit. Does it have anything to do with the solar storms and the aurora borealises? Yeah, she was just thinking of that as you said it. Yes, the colors, the skies, the way things are unfolding with the systems. People just their people have their unjust let me read this. People have just they're unjust, they're uneasy. I guess she's talking about a lot of people are uneasy and unjust. She's been preparing. Be in her heart and to forgive. It's one thing she keeps saying to others. Please forgive others. Forgive. Put your heart in the right place. Forgiveness, heart space. Stay in your heart space. She tells as many people as she can. Some don't understand her. Some don't get her. And that's okay. She is who she is. She sees what's going on. She must not get caught up in it. Just watch it as a movie. Focus on what she needs to focus on. Herself. Everybody needs to focus on themselves and what happens. What we heal heals others. There's a rippling effect. She knows she's very wise. Do you have a message for humanity? Be who you are. Be authentic. Be yourself. Everyone outside of yourself is you, as we are all one. Humanity will be all right. Be happy and joyful. All is well. You are guided and protected, and so are we all. We're so much more than our bodies. Love, love, love. Be love. That is all. The session concluded with a beautiful message for humanity, a reminder of the hope that lies ahead. I truly hope you felt inspired and uplifted by this journey. If this experience resonated with you and you're feeling called to explore deeper healing and gain clarity as we transition into the new golden age, I invite you to book a private progressive hypnosis session with me today. Each session is offered on a donation basis in alignment with the principles of energy philanthropy, a heart-centered exchange that reflects how we will share energy in the new earth timeline. And also, I would like to ask, since this is a new channel and I need help getting this out, if you found this information and you found it resonated with you, please help me out by sharing, by putting in comments to the videos, because it all helps with the algorithm and helps getting it out to other people. So please let other people know about these sessions that I'm putting up. And subscribe to the channel. And if you want to know when new videos are coming, do definitely subscribe to my email, my newsletter list, so that you can be informed every time I put a new video up. With so much love and light, Robin Nicole. Have you ever wondered if humanity has already begun its shift into a higher vibrational frequency? Have you felt the calling, like we're stepping into a whole new Earth timeline? If so, what is your role in this new Earth society? What you just experienced was a glimpse into the kind of deep soul-guided journey I offer during my private progression sessions. If you felt activated, inspired, or curious while listening, imagine what a session created just for you could reveal. When I prepare for your session, I crystal gaze with the elements. placing sacred stones in flowing rivers or before blazing fires, holding the intention to guide you into your highest future timeline. From this sacred visioning, I channel a personal hypnosis script just for you to help you uncover your future role in the new earth and to receive guidance from your team of light. This is a journey into your soul's knowing, a look into the golden age of miracles we are co-creating together. I'm Robin Nicole, and I invite you to book your progressive hypnosis session today. The shift in consciousness is happening now, and you are meant to be part of it. It's time to step into your role in the new earth and become the change you came here to be. Let's walk with this path together into the next new golden age of time. Click on the link provided in the description of this video to book your session with me today.